Oh, come on. Is it working again now? Okay, I think it's working again now. Sorry about that. The internet here is not as good as it used to be. Uh, my brother's living at home now, so he gets to have the Wi-Fi as well. I am left all alone. All by myself. I'm gonna be all by myself. Should probably not sing. Oh, yay! I got another person. Hello. You're probably the person who was here before. I'm not sure. My internet just. Oh, there's two people. Hello. I'm not sure how good this live stream is going to be because the internet seems to be in a mood. I'm not sure why. Probably because because my brother's living at home now, so the internet's not as good as it was. Because too many people. I know the web page is slow. Wait. Let me check my notifications. Check my notifications. Okay. The 1%. I will quickly post that I am now streaming in my Facebook, and I will probably get down to talking. Whew. If only the internet was not so slow. Okay, hang on. No, you know what? Get off that. I'll get off that. Oh, 3 people. Hello, good evening. Oh, back down to 2. Never mind. Come on, Facebook. Work for me. Yeah, the Wi-Fi back at my place at Kiel is so much faster. And that's student Wi-Fi, so it's not normally good. Oh, fuck it. Fuck it, I'll leave it. Facebook's not working. The internet's being a pain. My whole life is slowly just crumbling before my eyes. Oh well. Anyway, it's almost the end of 2019, and it's the end of a decade, and this is sort of like a small. I guess I say small. Most of my talks end up taking about an hour. I don't know why. I talk and ramble a lot, but this has been a very good decade for me. This is the decade I started writing fan fiction. It's the decade I began to be recognized as a fan fiction writer, which is always good. It's this decade's had its ups and downs. I mean, it's the decade I ended up losing several pets. Most of them due to unknown causes. I ended up losing my mom a few years ago. So I've had some really bad times this decade, but I've also had some really good things. Like I've started university, I'm going through university, I'm following what I love. People are enjoying the work I put out, which is sort of like the main thing I've always wanted to do. I'm not sure if I've ever talked about how I started writing, how I actually got into story writing on here. So I'm gonna go and do that now. But I actually had no idea fan fictions existed um when I first started writing. I just like I want to write stories. So I started writing stories, and it was actually all because of a trip to my secondary school did to Arfog, which is a small place in Wales. And I got to spend the entire week there. I had no schoolwork or anything. Got to avoid all of school, and I was just at this place. I learned how to surf, which was fun. Kayaking was it was horrible, but it was a lot of fun. We did quarry diving. That was a lot of fun, if not a little creepy. I had a friend that squirrel dived off it, and it's just kind of like maybe not do that next time. It's very dangerous, but it's a lot of fun. What else did I do there? We were gonna do rock climbing, but it rained on the day we were gonna do rock climbing, so I had to miss that. But I ended up starting writing there. My very first, I actually have a novel series that I actually completed by the end of my secondary school years. Um, but from year 8, I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to be a writer. I wanted to write stories. I wanted to inspire other people to write. I wanted to make people happy with what I write. um, it wasn't until I don't actually. If I was year 8, I have no idea what year it would have been if I was in year 8. I was in year 11 in 2014. So 8, 9, 10, 11. It would have been 20, 12, 11, 2010 or 2011. So at the very start of this decade, I decided I wanted to write. And now I'm at this place where I am writing, and I've basically achieved my life's dream within this decade. I may not be like a proper author, but writing fan fictions has given me the same sort of the dream I wanted. I wanted to write, make people happy, and that's what I've done. That is what I've achieved. Within a decade, I started and achieved my dream. So I'm happy with that, and I just kind of want to keep going. I need to keep going with my original novels, and hopefully they will take off. I mean, my next one I'm hoping to publish will be the original novel of Every Heart Has Its Thorns. Well, no, that's the second part. The Volume of the Heart. I am working on that slowly. I literally got a special notebook to literally jot it in, which I have them all to the side naturally. Because I have a thing with notebooks that have inspiring quotes. Sort of like the notebooks that say, be whatever you want, unless you can be a unicorn, then always be the unicorn. But I think this is the one. This is currently the one I'm writing the Volume of the Heart in. It says, be a girl with a mind, a woman with an attitude, and a lady with class. I just found that fun. I'm like, I need that. So that's currently what I'm writing that in. But I know Normandy's on here. Hi, Normandy. So I know you know of what I'm doing with Nichan currently. I have no idea who the other two people are, but obviously I'm not sure if you know, but I am working on the original novel version of Nichan now. We were discussing ideas for the names on my Discord, as I usually do, and I'm gonna be calling it the Magic Bound trilogy. Hopefully there'll be free books. Knowing me, I would probably do more because sometimes I just don't know when to stop writing. And Nichan is getting pretty long. I have no idea if there is enough. So if I can put it all into a trilogy, it'd be tough, but I can give it a try. but I'm working on that slowly. Like, and I can actually show people on here what I'm currently working on, because I have their character designs to an extent. The only one I have completely done is the character that will be replacing Inko. Let's get her up. Let's see my gallery. Here she is. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Thank you. So this is the character that's going to be replacing Inko. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but oh, did not want to drop that. But I've had a change of plan because I know originally in Nijan, she's the secretary of a lawyer. But with the original novel, I'm going deep fantasy here because fantasy is what I write best. I am a fantasy writer. It's what I deal with. So instead, she lives in the woods out with her son, and they take care of all these wild beasts. And to be honest, they're mostly there for Izuku because he's adorable. Well, for his character because he's adorable. You can't say no to him, and he will cry if you don't ever come back. So the beasts don't want to upset him. But she is with a suggestion from someone on my Discord. I can't remember the name. I will have to double check at one point at some point. But they suggested going with sort of like classes. So like in the RPGs, you can get like, I have no idea. I don't usually play the RPGs like that. Sort of like he is. My mind can't think. Hang on. What's the freaking word? Games like what? Come on, come on, come on. Sort of like games where you can choose to be a ranger, a swordsman, or something like that. But this has got like so many more types. So she's Aura, Aura Everfield, as I've called her. And she's a white mage and a healer. I've never played World of Warcraft, so I have no idea what that one's like. But sort of like D&D. There you go. I play D&D. Why didn't that come to mind first? But she's a white mage and healer. Izuku's character is currently unknown. I haven't decided what his ranks are what his class is going to be. But I have decided he and Bakugo will share an extremely rare class. It's just a matter of figuring out which one that is. Aizawa, I believe I've put his class as a dark mage. What's the other one? Let me just quickly get that up. So I know I have it. The Magic Band Trilogy. And character classes. There you go. Once it decides to load for me. My laptop hates me today. It's just being so slow. Oh, come on. What the Ah, finally! Right, so Aizo's character is a rogue dark mage. There you go. And his character design, it's still in the works, but this is what I have for him right now. I need to work on the hair a bit. I need to fix it. It's not too good. I'm not sure if I'll keep the hair color, but I will be posting a picture of it on the Trilogy Tumblr. I'll put a link in the comments in a bit. But I'm still working on his character. But I've almost finished it. I think the next character I will be designing for this will be, well, who's the next one to show up? So I've got Inko, Izuku, Aizawa. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've read through Nichan, so I'm not sure which character pops up next. I might design Toshinori's character next then, because it just might just be easier for me. But let me find Izuku's character because it's only on a certain. No, hang on, I've got it on my gallery, haven't I? There. Nothing is in a right place here. Aha, here it is. And no, no, no. And this is Izuku's character. He looks a bit older than he should there, but it's just the gist. He's adorable. I haven't decided on main points like I'm still debating hair color, to be honest. People are like, just doing blonde, and I'm like, I could, but should I? I'm not entirely sure. But also, if you followed my the Tumblr, I've already designed the area of their house. So I'm just sort of slowly working on designs, very slowly, but hopefully I can get that done and it will be completed by next year. I know I'm aiming to get the Volume of the Heart original novel completed, hopefully not long after Christmas, because I do have a self-publishing deal with someone, and I need to send them the manuscript, get that sorted out, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be out next year sometime. I will keep everyone updated on that. Ooh. But for next year, I know I definitely want to work on a few more side fics than I currently am, even with my like side fic request thing. I had to stop that because I still have an essay I need to do, and it's just slowly killing me because stress made me fuck up in asking for like ECs, and the submitting of my essays has been hell at the moment. My one tutor just really stressful. But I'm gonna try and go for a good start of the year next year, especially with writing and obviously my education, but mostly my writing. Because this has been, especially the last 3 years, because it's only been the last 3 years since I started watching My Hero Academia that I started writing, and people have started recognizing me, and I get still extremely embarrassed when people are like, "Oh, you're my favorite writer," and I'm just like, "It's an honor, thank you. Nice to see you. Nice to talk to you." I mean, I was speaking to one author of one fic who had lost their notebooks in which stories their chapters had been written, and I have done that so many times. Like, I know I have a notebook somewhere that has the very first original novel I wrote. I have no idea where it is. I remember what was written, I remember the entire storyline, but I lost it. So it's kind of like, yeah, that's not too great, honestly. But they found it, and it's great. It's all good. And then just at the end, they were like, "P.S. I love your stories." And I'm like, ah. It's like just two authors recognizing each other for their work, and it's great. I do like writing. I also like talking with the other authors. And I know some people seem more surprised that I talk. I do try and reply to a lot of my comments on my fanfics. Honestly, that is mostly because I want to be like Rick Riordan. I want to be the kind of author he is. Once upon a time, I wanted to be like J.K. Rowling. Not anymore. Not anymore. She is the person I least want to be like as an author because at the moment she's just sort of like, okay, I finished this series. Let's throw some random shit in there that wouldn't make sense in the lore I've already put. It's bullshit. But then there's Rick Riordan, who speaks to his fans. He jokes with them. The amount of times he's trolled us. He's fighting currently to get a Disney version of Percy Jackson out because the fans are like, oh, is this actually happening? And now he's gone for all the talks and they're discussing it. So fingers crossed. But it's just how he talks to his readers. That's what I want to be like. So I speak to. She's a bit like George Lucas. J.K. Rowling's a bit like George Lucas. I don't know what happened to George Lucas. Isn't he the guy who made? I have no idea. Did he make Star Wars? I don't know. I just stick with my anime and my cartoons and deal it like that. I'm not a huge. I have no idea. George Lucas? Did he do Star Wars? I'm assuming George Lucas did Star Wars. I have no idea. But yeah, Rick Riordan, his communication with fans is what I want to be like. So that's mostly that, and talking to my readers is a lot of fun. Because before I started writing for Boku no Hero, I was writing for Fable, and to be honest, Fable is not as good as game as was promised when it first came out. But I still highly enjoyed it because I dove myself into the lore, and I can tell you the entire Fable storyline off by heart, beginning from the very beginning, from the very first main hero. And so I wrote so many fan fictions on Fable. That's actually the one reason I joined AO3, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna try posting my fan works somewhere else, and then I completely forgot I had Archive of Our Own because I was more of a fan fiction person. But now I sort of migrated to AO3, and I'm just sort of stuck there now. It's great. But my style of writing has also changed a lot, and I have found a place where I'm comfortable with my writing, which is always a good thing. It's always a good thing when you find yourself at a point in your work where you know it's your style, it's how you write. Because I'm pretty sure with all my other works before, Nichan is where I really kind of fall into it. Like I fall into the fluff or family, throw in some angst before moving on, but then bringing it back. Because apparently that's one reason why people seem to like my angst, because apparently I do it properly. Uh, it's fun though. I need to stop writing angst. Independence has been an extremely bad influence on my writing. And I'm the one who wrote it. But it's also like, oh, I have other words in my head, but I can't quite think of them right now. What was I gonna say? I have no idea. I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind slowly. Well, I'll bring up another point I wanted to. Obviously on Tumblr and my Discord, I have mentioned that I have around 400, over 400 ideas, and I want to get a few more of them posted out this year. Well, next year. Try and get some more out there. I mean, I'm already at 71 fan fictions on AO3. At this point, I'm beginning to wonder if I'm one of the people who has the most fan works on their account. That's something I should totally research later. Oh, but me and a few people on my Discord have got to a point where we will occasionally just check AO3 and see where our fanfictions are ranked compared to, in different things. So I think, hang on, let's go on AO3. Right, there you go. Because I know on Wattpad, hang on, let's do my Wattpad ones first, because I was looking through where my fics on Wattpad sort of rank, because they do a ranking system for them. So for like Nichan, its top ranking is first in the Yagi Toshinori tag. So that's, I'm first placed out of 114 stories that have Yagi Toshinori as a tag. It's in the Midoriya Izuku tag on for Nichan, it's ranked 35 out of 2.42k. So it's impressive. I want to try and see if I can get it to the top, mostly because it's technically my second Boku no Hero fanfiction ever written, Unlikely Heroes, which I am working on a rewrite of slowly, but it's ranked number 2 out of the 2.42k. So it's just sort of like, how the fuck did I get to that point? It's really weird. Apparently it's number 1 out of 244 fics with Quirk Deku, 7 with the Shinsho and Toshi, 799 out of 54.6k of Boku no Hero. I am surprised at how well this did, actually, because I was still new to writing My Hero Academia, so I was never sure how it's gonna pass out. And at some point, I will get to rewriting it just to make it, just to finish that story. But I believe Nichan is top in kudos for Quirkless Izuku, maybe? Probably no. I know it was high ranking in the thingy, but then again, it could very easily just be a fic like Eraser. It was no Erase Potential, because that is a very good Quirkless Izuku fic, and I'm slightly obsessed with reading it. It's I think at some point I will literally just do a video where I basically go, read this fic. It's amazing. I mean, there's one I'm reading right now that I will totally advise you read. I'll talk about it later because it's brilliant. It's like a masterpiece. No, I don't want to check my works. I know what works I have. That's F Quirk plus Midoriya. There it is. And let's do hits. Nope. But I have read that one. Kudos. Nope, same one, but I've read that one. Comments. You know, it's probably in comments. Yep, I'm Nichan is ahead of is number 1 has the highest comment count for the Quirkless Midoriya Izuku with how many fucking comments? 6,549, followed by a fic with 4,341. At some point, I will probably read this fic because it's ahead in a lot of ways. And let's quick. My tablet's dying. Yeah. I think it may be. Is it? What is it in Kudos? Is it second in Kudos then? No, I think it's third. It's third in Kudos because it's got two fics in front of it, and one of them I haven't read, but I probably should because it looks really good. Mostly because it does have a tag called #Kiss and Run Deku. What ship is it? Oh, it's Baku Deku. Wow, this has got some angst. I am totally going to read it later because sometimes you just got to read a little angst. But talk about the fic that I found that I will totally advise you guys read. No, it's down. No. No. Hang on, have I gone past it? Oh, you should read The Experimental Hero Emerald. That's a good fic. It was shared on my Discord, and I've fallen in love with it. No. 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 No, but that is also good, mostly because Aizawa loses his shit at All Might, and that is usually good. No. No, but that is adorable. No, no, no. No. When the fuck did I bookmark this? I don't remember. Who's this kid? No. No. You know what? Knowing my luck, I have probably gone past it already. I have no, found it. It was updated on the 19th, so this was updated like 2 days ago. And it's called Father Dearest by Hitori 10. And the summary is like, for Midoriya Izuku, he had only known his father through letters and gift he got on his birthday and holidays, but a man who was absent from his life nonetheless. But one interview changed his complete outlook on the man he used to love and admire. And the notes I saw some fics featuring Bad Dad Might and was just like, that's interesting as hell. I want to do that. This is simply the result of me thinking too much at 3 a.m. All the best fan fictions are written at 3 a.m. in the morning. It's when a lot of ideas come through, but it's 8 chapters. And they've left it on a cliffhanger, and it's slowly killing me inside. But it's basically, I don't want to tell you because it's a lot of fun. But obviously it's Bad Dad Might. And with Independence, I've been highly influenced with that, and it is fun to write because everyone's like, All Might, it will be just such a good dad. In canon, he excludes such dad energy. But you're like, wait, what if he was a bad dad? Especially in this one, basically All Might cheats on his wife with Inko, who she thought was single. Well, she thought he was single. But then she finds out that he has a wife and has a son. And she ends up trying to hide that from Izuku, but he stays up late one night and he finds out the truth that his dad has another son. And he's heartbroken, and he's just like, okay, yeah, I don't want to speak to him ever again. But then it's very sweet because he gets a much better dad because everyone loves Dad Zawa, and shit happens, and now All Might's just knocking on the old Midoriya house door, which Aizawa is now using as a place where he works away from home. And he just sort of knocks on the door and goes, yeah, I'm looking for the Midoriyas. And what are you going to do with the information of the location? And he's just like, almost like, look for my son. And it's like at this point where like, got some bad news for you, All Might. Aizawa's adopted him. He don't want anything to do with you. And I just need to know what happens next. It's such... Oh! It's like recently I've been finding so many fanfics with a lot of potential. So... especially it's like you can tell if a writer enjoys writing because what the fuck? Random notification, never mind. but it's just that's a good fic. I mean, I have actually uh I have actually bookmarked a lot of fan fictions recently. So there's Father Dearest. Flames of Hope is an interesting fanfic. Mostly because Aizawa finds out what happens to Izuku and goes, aha, this child, he's mine now. I'm adopting this child. And then they turned around and went, yeah, I'll probably be adding his parents in soon. I'm like, Aizawa, better tell them to fuck off. Just go, he's my son now. He doesn't need anything to do with you. Let's go. I don't know. I just really like writing bad parents at this point. It's a lot of fun. And then you get to see how readers react. It's like one of the best things about being an author and a reader is you know what sort of you know what you like to get. It's hard to explain. Or it is easy to explain. I might just can't think of the word right now. But like when you're reading a fanfiction, you know what seems to get people more drawn in, you know what excites them, you know how to keep them hooked. And then you can use that as a writer and try and lure people in. I mean, I hate cliffhangers, but then I really began loving them as a writer because you get to see everyone's reactions. And it's just kind of like, yes, I'm sorry. You now have to wait while I torture you in silence. Good luck. It's just so much fun. No, I hang on, wait there, is this it? Oh, a slight difference. I advise people read A Slight Difference as well. It is adorable. Chances are I am going to message this author and see if they'll let me do the Let's Read It on my YouTube, because I want to start that up again. I need to finish it up. So I also want to do this one. It's just so good. I love it so much. Because Izuku is so fucking adorable. Fucking awesome. Plus Ultra is adorable because you find out that Bakugo is a pushover for a 6-year-old green curly-haired boy. No. That's actually really angsty. No. Let's see. What else did I... No. I'm trying to find which other ones I would highly advise you to read. Whose Kid Is This is quite fun, actually. It's Empath Izuku, but it's Dead Inko, and it's just kind of like he keeps bumping into heroes, and then he's always running off because he knows that they're going to try and catch him. It's adorable. And the name of the author is great. I mean, come on, tired and gay. Sometimes that is just a mood. What else? I mean, Spitfire, the heat-seeking hero, is good. I only found that yesterday, because it was posted yesterday. It's only one chapter, but it is so good, and it's good Dad Hisashi. So, it's gonna be fun to see how that goes. No, someone. Yeah, as I mentioned, the experimental hero Emerald. Someone posted that one on my Discord, and I can't remember who it is, but I am extremely thankful for it. Because it is a very fun fic to write. No. Worthless Necessity is so fucking depressing, but it's really good. I would advise you read it. But there is the warning at the bottom. This fic contains depression, suicide, self-harm, and all that. It is a very dark fic, and but it's good. I enjoy reading it. I recently started reading Clouded Reality, which is quite interesting, actually. It's by Bayleaf Uwu. I love that name already. So yeah, it's that one. It's also a very good fic. I have a good feeling about it. It's gonna do well. Uh, let's see. No. Mm. Oh, Adaptive Quirk. You should read this. It's very sad, but it's also very adorable. But it's also like, why are some people dumbasses? It's great. But it's like Hizashi bonding with baby Izuku, so it's just kind of like, yes, it's so cute. Uh, no, not that one. Oh, hang on, what's this one again? Oh yeah, Shattered Centers. That one's a good one, mostly as it's Aizawa that interrupts the fight between Izuku and Bakugo in season 3 and all that. And so Aizawa's starting to dig deep into what's going on. Songbird by Ilnome for Cloud 9 and 3/4. It's a very sweet fic. I have also advise you read that one because Hizashi, Mike is such a fucking dad. It's adorable. But there's also Feral. I found it a few days ago actually, but it updated yesterday. Let's see if I can find their Tumblr because they do have art on it, and I think people would probably would actually recognize what fic I'm talking about if I showed you. This is by the author themselves. It is Moonpaw, and that's sort of like their one. I mean, I started reading it, and it's fucking adorable. I just love looking through the art that's been drawn for it as well, because it's just so adorable. It's just like there was one they posted, and it's basically just I think it's Izuku hanging from the ceiling in Aizawa's is it hanging from the lampshade? And he's just sort of like, where is it? Let's see if I can find it because it's so cute. I love their art style as well. No, not that one. That's adorable. No. Can't find any of it. It's all just kind of. No, okay. If I just typed in. So the first time I actually checked their Tumblr for it, I spelled Feral fucking wrong again. This is the second time I spelled Feral wrong. Give me a sec. I know someone put it in the. Right, it's Eral. My dyslexia hates me sometimes. That's Feral. Yeah, chapter 7 was out yesterday, and that's adorable. But it's just Izuku has little fangs. And they were like, someone was like, does Feral Izuku's eyes do the cat thing where they get really big around? They did it's just adorable. Their art is amazing. You should totally give it a read. Izuku has two little fangs and they just sort of peek out. It's so adorable. I am actually planning on drawing some art for that because it's just adorable. I'm kind of hoping for another update soon, but writing takes time. I'm just quite happy to continually look through their Tumblr at all the pictures because it's beautiful. So yeah, there are definitely some fics I suggest. I highly recommend reading. Because it's just so much fun. Oh, and I have a subscriber. Thank you for subscribing, Anime Fangirl. Sometimes having an additional laptop does help. Okay, that's also a very adorable picture, and I should stop because I will get distracted with cute art. My one weakness. Cute art. Oh. But it does, like, I know, like, some people do ask, they're like, can I draw something for your fanfics? And it's just kind of like, sometimes I'm just like, just go ahead, do it. If you're inspired to do something, go and do it, unless it is actually just copying a fan fiction, because someone did that to me once. It was actually a while ago, but someone turned around, they're like, oh, this idea, I like this idea, is it alright if I try and do my own version of it? They basically did a rewrite of my fan fiction, and then they had the cheek to go and say, oh, the author gave me permission to do a rewrite. I was like, hang on, no. I went back, checked the comments. I said that they could use the idea, and then I was like, bitch, please, I am the author. I did not say that. And I got them to take it down. And the sad thing is that we were basically discussing of the chance of doing a collaboration together. And I'm like, yeah, I can't trust you. So, no. I will definitely not be doing a collab with you again. Or even consider one. So, that was sad. And there was also the time me and Prisha found out someone was cross-posting Deku 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 on Wattpad. I got the hiccups. I'm good. So we were like, okay, yeah, you need to take that down because, one, you didn't even ask. You may have acknowledged us as the actual authors, but at the same time, you didn't ask, and that's just rude. So, to be honest, I should probably do a quick run through of the fanfiction sites just to make sure nothing else has been posted of mine, because I am now very cautious, because the main thing I don't like about other people cross-posting other people's work is, one, they don't ask permission most of the time, and two is that I miss out on all the comments made. And reading the comments is one of my favorite things to do when I've uploaded a new chapter or uploaded a new fic, because they make my day. Sometimes if I'm feeling down, I will literally just go back and read all the comments because they just know how to cheer me up. And I love you guys. I love you guys so much. I probably don't say it enough, but I love each and every one of my readers, because I probably wouldn't be posting if people weren't interested. So it's just, I love you guys so much. But while I'm here, actually, let's talk about what I'm going to be doing after Christmas. After Christmas, I will be planning to do a vlog. Well, I'll be posting smaller videos because on the 11th, my great uncle is taking me to the Harry Potter world in London, and it will be near London on the outskirts. And I've never been that far south before. I'm 22, never been that far south. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to going around. I'm kind of debating what I want to buy, because I'm halfway, like, I want a robe, but I also just want the Hufflepuff flask, because that'd be great. So I'll be vlogging that. I will... What else will I be doing? I want to start doing... whatchamacallit? Speed arts on here of me basically drawing different characters. So I'll probably take suggestions of which one I should do first, and then just give that a try, see how it's taken. I think I'm going to read another chapter of If Only I Had a Heart. The main issue with that fic is that it's got very long chapters. But I want to do the second chapter for that. I need to do the second chapter for the slagging off of Endeavour, the many roast of Endeavour series, because that's great. I need to finish reading that. I need to ask the Father Dearest if I can do a read and react of their fic, because it's brilliant. You guys can find it on here, but I will definitely advise you go and search it on AO3 because it is amazing. I don't think of anything else more to say. I think I've run out of things to say now. For those 2 people still with me, thank you for sticking around. May as well, if you have a question, I'm happy to answer it. But if not, I'll probably call it a video and get started on what do I need to do? Well, other than my essay. I need to finish my essay, so I'll probably get to that. Do either of you have any questions at all? I'm going to be taking that as a no. So I'm probably just going to call this video over for now, and then just work on this essay before it kills me. So wish me luck. I will probably be updating another chapter of Safety in Flames soon. I'll probably be posting another chapter of I'll probably be posting a new fic, actually, because there's one I want to post to see. Oh, what surprise fic you've written and how popular it is. Nichan blew up more than I was expecting, actually. I honestly had, in general, all of my fics I'm surprised have done as well as they have. Mostly because before, when I was writing for Fable, not many people seem interested, and then the next thing you know, people are like, oh, we like this. And it's like, wow. I'm just generally surprised at how many people do read my work. But I think Nichan was definitely one of the main ones. I'm actually surprised about how well Unlikely Heroes has done on Wattpad. I think AO3 wise though, I do like writing good Endeavour. I hate Endeavour as a character, but I love writing good Endeavour. It's so much fun. It's like I enjoy writing Toshin, bad Toshinori. Like, I love him as a character, but writing him as a bad guy is so much fun. And I'm pretty sure a lot of the readers do agree with me. Like, we may love or hate the characters, but writing them as the opposite to themselves is really fun. It's great. I definitely probably will be writing some more good Endeavour later on, because it'll be fun to see, especially with the current arc and all, how it's all gone at the moment. Whew. The ultimate flaming dad, yes. Oh, that'd be great. And now that's given me a new fanfiction idea. Well, brilliant timing. But I will leave that for my Discord for now. So I'll talk about the new idea I've just had on the Discord. So that's going to be fun. So for now, if that's everything, is that everything? You have any more questions, nobody? I'll do that as a no. So I will definitely leave it as it is now before my brother comes in here and asks me who I'm talking to, and before I look crazy, even though I'm pretty sure I am a little bit crazy. I mean, I'm a writer. We all need to be a little crazy at some point. Or as Rick Royden was once asked, do you enjoy killing characters? Oh no, no. If I want to be a writer, do I have to break as many hearts as you? He turns around and says, no, but it's good to have goals. So the goal of every writer: break as many hearts as you can. I think I've killed enough people, so I'm pretty sure that counts. So for now, let's call it off before I end up rambling more. And I will see you. I have no idea when I'll do my next video, but I will see you then. And good night, everyone. Bye. And stream. Oh shit! I can't. Yes. I don't think this is fucking working. It's not fucking working. Yes, I want to end the stream.